Howdy neighbors, and welcome back to the old time Noya Mountain music teaching channel. Today we're looking at Salt Creek with our Understanding Improvising Yay! Series. This is one of the very best tunes for picking. So many folks know it. It's got great chords. You know, it's got the flat 7 in there, and it's a great vehicle for the infinity pattern. So, as y'all might reckon, I play it a little bit more in the Monroe style. And you can check out a video for some of that stuff right here if you like. But you know, generally it sounds something like this. People play the B part in many different ways. It might sound something like this. Or you might play a little bit more like this. But something like that. We're just going to go ahead and assume that you know the melody. All right, and we're going to be looking at the infinity pattern on the B part. So let's check out the chords. And he goes A, 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 G, 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 A. So we're going to be using our infinity pattern, starting on the 6th fret of the G. And if you haven't checked the infinity pattern out, you can look at it here. We're just going to assume that you might already know it. This is a great line all the way up to the high E, 12th fret of the E. Sounds like this. And this is cool, so it's an arpeggio that starts on the major 3rd. So you got 6th fret of the G, 9th fret of the G, 7th fret of the D, 11th fret of the D, 7th fret of the A, 12th fret of the A, 9th fret of the E, and then finishing up on the 12th fret of the E. All right, so remember we're using the staggered pattern, and we're starting on a downstroke and then moving on each new note with an upstroke, then a downstroke. So down, up, 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 down. A little high for me to sing that here in the morning, but that's the pattern there. And so we're going to take that down 2 frets to the 4th fret of the G and start the pattern there. Come back to the 6th fret, do it again. And then you'll start your ending lick from the downbeat. You might have a couple pickup notes that you normally play. Something like that, but you can just leave those out and start your ending lick on the open E. Something like that. So we got the infinity pattern, ascending in A, infinity in G, ascending, back to A, then your ending lick. Something like that. You can also reverse the direction. So starting from the 12th fret of the E, come down through the 10th fret of the E, A again, coming down, and your ending lick. You can also start the infinity pattern going up through A, and then coming down through G, up through A, ending lick. Alright, you can also reverse that direction. Start coming down the infinity in A, up through G, down through A. And so this is a great way to get to know the infinity pattern in a classic jam session tune, Salt Creek. So let's go ahead and just play through the whole thing, you know, maybe a little bit more Monroe style, and then put that infinity stuff on the B part. But before we do, please like and subscribe. And go ahead and hit that little bell there for the notifications, and you'll get all the good stuff from Noya Mountain Music. Thank you. And please consider becoming a patron on patreon.com/Noya Mountain Music. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. So there you have it. So some other jam session friendly applications for the infinity pattern like this, going from a 1 to a flat 7, could include a tune like Little Maggie. You know, it's got the A, G, 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 A, E, E, A, same thing. So instead of playing the A after the G like we did in Salt Creek, it's just the 1, which is the A, then the G, the flat 7, and then the split bar going to the E and coming back. It's another great place you can get it in there. There are other places you can use it, like in Bluegrass Breakdown, you know. So you got your opening riff in G. Yeah, so after your opening riff, you got the infinity coming up in F. You could do that same thing, 2 frets up in G. Maybe you want to come down the infinity pattern in F. Reverse the direction, come back up in G. And then your ending lick. Of course, you could reverse that direction too. So it's a real fun pattern, sounds a little bit flashy, a little bit hot, but I encourage you to explore it in your own creative ways. It just feels really good once you kind of get the hang of moving on the upstroke through the arpeggio, starting from the major third. So that's our lesson for today, a little infinity pattern application. If you like this video, please smash that old like button. Subscribe to the channel if you want to. If you want to do a one-on-one lesson, you can sign up to book a lesson at noyamountainmusic.com, and want to offer you the opportunity to become a Patreon supporter if you'd like. There are many different tiers of rewards. There's the lick of the month, and there's the note for note video that goes to different tiers. And there's also the monthly Noya Mountain Music Workshop, and we're going to be doing that later in the month on the Monroe style devices as an introductory session for learning how to do the staggered arpeggios and the slidey lick and the bounce lick, because those vehicles for improvising can really provide you decades of fun and creative exploration. Many thanks to all the folks who have been rocking with the Patreon. We get excited when each new one comes in, and it helps us make this content. So that's all for now, neighbors, and we'll see you on the next time.